because next week you have two holidays in school. You have two holidays, the 12th and 13th, I think, because of the Vesak Poya. 12th and 13th, Monday and Sunday. I will give that one. I will give for those 2 days that recording. So you can write. So you can write. You can write that note, the first lesson's note, by using that recording. Okay? By using that recording. So after these 2 weeks, this week and next week, we will finish our first term's lessons. And after that, third week of May, we are going to start the second term. Okay? That's how we are gonna learn these 2 weeks and this month. Okay. Now we are going to start our lesson. So if this is your first day, don't worry about it, or don't worry about this lesson number. This is the second lesson of the term. But already we done the third, fourth, and the fifth lessons. We already done those 3 lessons. Okay? This is the second lesson. Okay. This is a kind of a biology lesson. So, this is a very easy lesson for everyone, because this is not a chemistry lesson like states of matter. Not about the force, not about the pressure. Those kind of lessons are the chemistry and physics lessons, but this is a biology lesson. This is an easy part of the science. Okay, so we are going to start this lesson called Eye and Ear, because we are going to learn about only eye, about eye, and also about the ear. Ear is the shortest part of this lesson. Yes, the ear is the shortest part of this lesson, but the eye is the long part of this lesson. So we need to learn that one little bit quickly, because that's the long part of this lesson. So this is the short part of this lesson. Ear. We can finish like that one. But this is the long part of the lesson. So we are going to start it. Right. Okay. This is the anatomy of structure of the eye. Everybody here know about this. We have some changes in this environment. One is light. Another one is sound, and also know about the smell, right? Smell. Those kind of changes, we can sense those things by using some part of our body. We can take that light and identify it by using eye. Okay, so this is the structure of eye. There's a 13 part of this structure of eye. Look at this very carefully. Right. This is the structure of the eye. Before we are going to learn about its functioning, we need to learn about its structure, right? It looks like that. But we can see it like this. We can see it like this. This is the eyebrow, and this is the eye. Right. You can see it like this. So, this is a human skull. This is a human skull. The eye is located in the face of the skull. This is the skull, human skull. Look at this. This is a human skull. So, right, look at this. This is the human skull. There's some two holes. Look at this, here and here. And there's the two eyes are located, right? Two eyes are located in the inside of these holes. Right. Okay. So this is the structure of eye. It connected with 6 eye tissues, 6 eye muscle tissues, right? 6 eye muscle tissues. So we can move these 2 eyes to the right side or the left side, up and down, and we can circulate like that, right? Because of the muscle tissues, right? Muscle tissues is the reason we are moving our body parts. And if we need to move our body part, we need a muscle. If you're going to smile or raise up your hand, you need a muscle tissue for to do that. Okay, so the 2 eyes also connected with muscle tissues. One eyeball is connected to 6 muscle tissues. Okay, right, and this eye protected with sclerotic layer. It's a white color layer. It can be Z. It can be Z. To outside like this, because the eyeball is inside of the human skull, but we can see some kind of part of this sclerotic layer. Look at this. This is the sclerotic layer of my eyeball, right? And also you can see inside of it and the middle of it, you can see the black color layer. I have a black color layer also, right? That black color layer, you can see it. Some human has that, contains with the brown color or blue color, right? And the middle of it, there's some kind of hole. So it's not a hole. Yes, it's a hole. The hole is always, you can see it, only black color. Every human has black color hole in that human's middle of that human's eye. That's a black color one. No color changes there. No color changes there. No color changes there. Right? What is the black color hole of this human eye? Look at this. Look at this. That we can call the pupil. Right? The pupil. The pupil enter the light rays. By using this pupil, we can enter the light rays inside of the human eye. Human eye. Look at this. This is the hole that we can that's known as pupil. That's known as pupil. Look at this. The pupil controls with the iris. The pupil controlled by the iris. This iris can be black color or brown color or blue or green color. Look at this. This is a blue color eye. This is a blue color eye. Look at this. This iris contains with the blue color. Right? Someone has the green color eye. This is the iris. This is the iris. This is the iris. Here's a brown color eye. Here's a brown color eye. This one known as iris. Okay, this one known as iris. So iris can change the size of the pupil. We can see it like this, but front of the eye, it will cover the front of the eye. Look at this. This is the iris. This is the iris. The blue color area, this is the iris. Okay, this is the iris. Green color area, this is the iris. Brown color area, that is the iris. But all of these human eyes contains with brown color, blue color, or green color, or black color. But this hole, this one called pupil, that's a black color hole, right? In the front of the eye, we can see it like a black color dot, but it's a kind of hole. It's a kind of hole. Look at this. Okay. Listen and watch carefully. After that, we can write down the note, all of that about that eye. But you should focus on this. Listen, look at this structure. Look at this. The outer layer of the human eye called the sclerotic layer. Sclerotic layer. Okay, sclerotic layer. Right? Sclerotic layer. Right. Okay. The sclerotic layer inside of it, we need to supply blood to this human eye by using the choroid. Right? Using the choroid. Okay. The choroid front side layer, we can call it the iris. Look at here and here. Top of that and the bottom of here, right? This one called iris, right? But the rear side of the human eye, middle and the rear side, we can see it's a kind of layer. It's the second layer. It's inside of the sclerotic layer, that one called choroid, right? It will supply the blood to human eye. And also, here we go. We are going to enter some light rays into the human eye. Look at here. We can see it by using a video. But before we going to watch that, we need to learn about it. After that, and the next week, we can do open surgery for human eye. So, look at this. We are going to do some kind of surgery to eye. We cannot do it by using a human eye because it will be a murder, right? We cannot take a human eye, but we can take some animal's eye to do that. So we can see it. We can see it next week, right? I will do the open surgery. You just need to watch it. Surgery. No. We are going to learn about the human ear also, right? Okay. So you can join a new commerce for next week's session, and also you should come. Don't think like that, because if you go to the grade 11, in this class you will be gonna expert of this science subject. You will do the bioscience. You will do the bioscience stream you will do bio subject streams, biology and the physics and the chemistry. Bioscience stream to the for your A levels. If you do that, you will be gonna doctor here or overseas. You need to be a surgeon, right? So if you're a surgeon, there's a patient coming to the hospital, you will say, you cannot say like that. Okay. So you should do this surgery, right? So you need to take some experience like that before you go that time. So during this grade 9, 10, and 11, you will be an expert in this subject. At this moment, you don't like it. Someone can sense it like that. I know that, but someday, someday you and your friends gonna be experts of this subject. Okay, right? Next week we can do it. At the next week, look at this. So we are going to enter some light rays inside of this human eye. Look at this. It will be enters like this. Look at this. This sclerotic layer, it's a white color layer. It will be start from here, end from here, and it goes like this, right? This is the other side. This is the other side. This is the sclerotic layer. It will be located like this, like this. So any light ray cannot be enters through this sclerotic layer because of the white color. So human eye need to enter some light rays. It should be enter some light rays into this human eye. It should be happen. How it's possible with this white color layer? Yes, I'm going to teach that. Look at this. From this point to here, this layer, it's a kind of transparent layer. It's kind of transparent layer that it known as cornea. It's a kind of a transparent layer. I will cut it around it at next week, and I will show to you how transparent that is, right? Okay. So this is a transparent layer, but it will be it made by this sclerotic layer, right? It made by this sclerotic layer, but different is this is a transparent layer, this is a white color layer. Okay, right. So the light rays can enter to a human eye by using through that cornea, but we should control that light rays. What is the reason for that, sir? What is the reason for that? What the hell? Control කරන්න. Because the amount is increase of the light rays, it will be harm to your eyeball. So we need to control it. So how we can control it? It comes through this transparent layer. It will go through this. No. Before the light rays come inside of the human eye, it should be past some kind of another layers. I will cut that eye and I will remove those kind of layers at next week, right? Inside of this cornea, there's some kind of liquid that we can that known as aqueous humor. Right? Aqueous humor. Okay, boys and girls, it's a it's like water. It's like water. There's a two liquids inside of this human eye. The first one is aqueous humor. The other liquid thick more than this aqueous humor. That one called that is the other liquid. This is the other one. This is the other liquid. We can learn about it after this part. This is the eye lens. It made with some kind of protein. Okay, some kind of protein. Right. Now we are going to enter our light rays through that aqueous humor to the eye lens. Look at this. Right. Look at this. This is now we enter those light rays inside of this human eye. It did come through this cornea into the aqueous tube. And we need to control that light rays by using this. It will control by this iris. If you are facing a higher amount of light rays, the iris control the pupil and going to close it like this. It will not let into human eye. It will not let that light rays inside of the human eye, right? If you facing a low amount of light rays, the iris open up this pupil, and it gonna let those light rays inside of the human eye, right? It can be control that light rays, the amount of light rays. Otherwise, this is gonna be the light rays going to be harm inside of this human eye. And after that, the light rays come to this eye lens. So the eye lens can control this light rays. It can control this light rays. It can bend these light rays to this yellow color layer. That is the third layer of this eye. Number one is sclerotic layer, number two is choroid, number three is retina, right? Number three is retina. So the eye lens control these light rays and bend these light rays to the retina, right? To the retina. It will come through the vitreous humor. The vitreous come through the vitreous humor. That's a thick liquid more than the aqueous humor, right? That this liquid more than thick to the aqueous humor. Okay, and this vitreous humor can hold the shape of the eyeball, right? At the next week, I will going to cut that human eye, and I will remove the vitreous humor. You will see the shape of the eyeball. It's not an eyeball after I remove it from the eye. The eyeball going to be shaped like this after I remove that vitreous humor. Okay, so the shape of the human eye held by this vitreous humor, and also it can this vitreous humor do another job. That's the this light rays going through of it. And if you're I'm going to finish it. Okay, I'm going to finish it, and I will explain it again by using a video. Look at this. This eye lens can change its shape. Like this. If you're gonna observe an object, if that object away from you, the lens shape should be like this. But if you're gonna observe some book or letters or sentence, or if you're gonna observe a phone, mobile phone, this lens should be, the lens shape should be like this, right? So how it's happened? Because there's some kind of another tissue, muscle tissue around this lens. Look at this. This is the eye lens. Look at this. This is the eye lens. If you're gonna observe some kind of object, this eye lens shape should be like this. But if you're going to if you're going to observe some object closer to you, its shape should be like this, like this. It will be controlled by these muscles, these muscles. This is the side of the human eye. Now I'm going to draw it like this. This is the eye lens. This is the muscle that controls the shape of eye lens. If we need to watch an object away from you, these muscles loosen like this, loosen like this, loosen like this. No. Stretch like this, stretch like this, stretch like this, stretch like this, and the shape of the lens going to be like this. If the muscle stretched, this lens shape going to be like this, going to be like this. But if you need to observe, the object that closer to you, that's mean this lens shape should be like this. So this muscle should be loosened. This muscle should be loosened. This muscle should be loosened. Right? Be carried on it, right? Loosen. And in that case, these shape of eye lens going to be like this, right? Going to be like this. That's controlled with this muscle. That's controlled by this muscle. Look at this. That one called ciliary muscle. Ciliary muscle. Okay? So this is the structure of the human eye, and also we need to learn about these things also. Look at this. Final steps. Right. Final steps. ටිකක් වෙලා අහන් හිටියා අද දවසේ එහෙම තමයි මේක අහගෙන ඉන්න එපා usually. Learn about it first before we going to write down the notes, right? Look at this. Most of the light rays come this place of this retina layer known as retina, right? The most of the light rays come to this place. That's we can that spot known as the yellow spot or phobia, right? ඒකට අපි කියන්නේ phobia එහෙම නැත්නම් yellow spot කියන, right? Okay. So කහලබේ කියලා කියන්නේ you can observe it next week, okay? Right. Look at this. After the light rays reach this fovea or retina, there's some kind of two cells. There's some kind of two cells going to be simulate, right? one kind of it, simulate and generate some kind of electric pulse, and that electric pulse should go to human brain through this optic nerve, right? And that cell, that nerve cells, it's a kind of a nerve cells. Nice, I look it up again. Then that nerve cell, after that simulate, we can see only black and white colors. Only black and white colors. Right. This kind of cells, we can call it rod cells. The rod cells, only rod cells, has those kind of animals. Tiger, lion, cat. But the cow, human, and also the monkey. Okay, those kind of animals has another kind of cell inside of that retina. That one called the corn cells. The corn cells can observe the other color of the world, right? So the tiger and the lion and the cat cannot see the colors. They can only see the black, gray, and white colors in this world, right? If the දැන් ගෙදර ඉන්න පූසා ඔයා දිහා බලන් හිටියොත් එහෙම ඔයා හාවාඩ් ෂර්ට් එකක් අරන් හිටියොත් they cannot see the yellow color of this of your shirt. They only can see a kind of a gray color. Okay, it's like this. Look at this. There's some problem of it. Okay, එතන පොඩි අවුලක්කුත් තියෙනවා. It's like this. Look at this predator. Predator අර ෆිල්ම් එකද? නෑ. There's a predators and the victims inside of the jungle. Predator going to eat other animals. Look at this. There's a nature. The nature in our nature. Look at this, right? This is the tiger going to hunt a deer. So the ගොඩාක් වෙලා විස්තර කරා. It's the nature of this class, okay? Don't worry about it. Otherwise, you cannot understand any of it in this lesson. Right. Look at this. If the predators sense is there some kind of victims, they are going to reach like this slowly. And the victim stays still if they are the predators. Okay, look at this. Like that. මෙන්න මේ වගේ, right? In that case, the tiger cannot observe the deer clearly. What is the reason for that? If this deer stays still, look at this. ඔන්න ඉතින් දැන් යාළුවන්ට කියන්න පුළුවන් සුපිරි අවස්ථාවක් මේක. හරිද? Look at this. Look at this. If the deer stay still like this. So look at this. This predator only can see the deer like this. Look at that. Look at that. The background of the forest and this animal, the tiger cannot see it clearly because every part of his screen it's gray, white, and black color. And of that, nature give to a tiger another thing. The tiger going to do it like this. Going to do it like this. After that, they cannot see that deer clearly, but they are going to run to that side very fast. They cannot see clearly, but they are going to run to the deer. So deer not stay still, love that. The deer are going to be running fast like that, running fast like that, but they cannot run enough. They cannot run enough speed with the enough speed. They cannot do it. That's the nature of this world. Sir, කියන්නේ දැන් මුවා මැරෙන්න ඕනේ. මට නම් ඕක පෙන්වන්න එපා සර්. ඊගොල්ලෝ පන්තියෙන්නෙත් නෑ වාගේ. නෑ, this should be happen. මාරා සර් කෙනෙක් නේ ඔයා. ඔයා වෙන මොකක් කරේ මස් කඩයක් දාගන්න සර්. Right. No. This should be happen. මාරයි. එච්චර එකක් වෙන්න ඕනේ කියලා කියන්නේ. What is the reason for that? The balance of this world, it should be happen. Otherwise, the plant going to be destroyed by those kind of deer and those kind of animals. Okay, so they should be the count of it should be controlled, right? That thing doing doing by the predators of the jungle, okay, of the forest. Look at this. Okay, so we have the rod cells and the corn cells also, right? We have the two kind of it, right? Okay. Now after the simulating, there's the retina and those two kind of cells generate some electric pulse, and that going through the optic nerve to the brain. That's how we gonna see the objects through this world, through this eye. Okay. If you have a good couple of eyes, it's not enough to observe the object. We need two optic nerves, and we need a single brain for do that. Okay. And also, you know about this. Look at this. Do you know about this? If we're going to see some object or letter, we are going to. I'm going to draw it like this. This is the human eye. This is the lens. Look at this. This light rays comes like this. Okay, comes like this, and it goes like, it enters to the human eye and goes like this. Sir, what is this? The tree is observing upside down, sir. Look at this. This tree can observe up like this. Yes, it's happening inside of the human eye, but we have the optic nerve and the brain also. We have a good brain. Okay. We have the we have this brain. This is our brain. This is the optic nerve. The electric pulse should be go to this place. This is the place that identify the light rays and that electric pulse. Okay. So the human brain is the brain identify this tree and you can see that tree. You can see, observe that tree like this. The correct way, right? So we need two eyes, two optic nerves, and the human brain to observe some objects. Okay, so this is what is happen inside of this human eye. Now we are going to write down some notes. Okay, I'm gonna put on video. I heard here dunna. Why is the video again? Hey, I thought here in අර ක්ලාස් එකේ හල්ලි වල ඉවරලා ක්ලාස් එකේ තේරෙන්නේ නැති කෙනෙක්ගේ පන්ති ඇවිල්ලා එනවා. ඒක ඕනේද? ඒක වෙන්න ඕනේ දෙයක්ද? මන්නම් කියන්නේ ඒක වෙන්න ඕනේ දෙයක් නෙමෙයි. ඔයාලට තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් පන්ති එන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. You shouldn't come. Right? හැබැයි තේරෙනවා නම් හොඳට විස්තර කරනවා නම් හරි. වැඩේ වෙනවා නම් අන්න දිගටම එන්න ඕනේ. You should come properly to this class. Okay? Right? ඒක වෙන්න ඕනේ. And I have some news for you, your friends. I'm going to start a edXL syllabus also from the month of June. Okay, so send that message to your friends, right? I mean, what they know, firstly, you should understand what I'm teaching. Okay, what I'm going to teach you. Okay, we should start our writing. Okay. Right. The eye is optic sensory. The eye is the optical ටිකක් ඉක්මනට දැන් ලියනවා හොඳේ මාත් එක කේන්ති අරගෙන ලියන්න හරි හොඳයි it's okay sensory organ in our body. There's a five kind of sensory organs: eyes, ear, nose, skin, and also the tongue. Right? Eyes are situated. Eyes are situated inside the orbits in the skull. You know about it, okay? The orbits. The two holes front of the human skull. Okay. The eyes are fixed with 6 eye muscles. eye muscles in the orbit. The orbit. Right. Orbits. Write down it. Okay. Okay. Write down it with me. Eyeball can move. Eyeball can move in vertical. In vertical plane. Comma. Vertical plane. Like this. Vertical plane. Like this. Vertical plane. Like this. And the horizontal. And the horizontal plane. Horizontal. And also circular. Circular plane. Okay. Right. These names, you don't to be remember these things, okay? You get this?
Done, sir.
Okay. Have you finished your writing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 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 These names you shouldn't remember those names, okay? Superior, oblique, medical, rectus. You don't need remember of these names. These are the six kind of muscle tissues that connected to that eyeball, okay? No need to remember those names, okay? Because you're in a grade 9. The layers of eye. The layers of eye. You know, there's three kind of layers. Uh, around our eye. Number one is sclerotic layer. The second one is choroid and the retina. Right? Okay. Sclerotic layer. Write down with me. Sclerotic layer. Okay. Tough. It's kind of tough and also it's a white outer layer. Outer layer of the eye. Of the eye. And you know about this light. light. Do not. I do not. I do not. Penetrate. Penetrate. Penetrate through it. The second layer, it's inside of this sclerotic layer. You know about it. You know about it. It's known as a choroid layer. It's situated inside of the sclerotic layer. Inside the sclerotic layer. And it also supplies blood to the eye. Blood to the eye. Inside of this choroid layer, there's a retina. There's another layer that known as the retina. It's situated inside the choroid layer. Choroid layer. The light sensitive. There's a light sensitive rod cells. You know about it. There's a two kind of cells, rod cells and the retina contains with the cone cells. I will show you that those two cells. Wait and watch. First, write down this note. Cells are located in this layer. This layer contains with two kind of neurocells. Neurocells. One is rod cells, the other one is the cone cells. We just started our grade 6, 7, 8 English medium classes past Saturday. Okay, if you have some Nangi or Malli, send that message also. I did share some kind of messages to your common WhatsApp group, community group, and you can join with them with our class, okay? From next Saturday, right? Okay. There's a two kind of liquids inside of our human eye. One is aqueous humor, the other one is vitreous humor. Okay, right. So I'm going to start that writing. Okay. A transparent watery it's a kind of transparent watery liquid Not like that vitreous humor, it's a kind of thick liquid, like a jelly, like a jelly. But this is not a kind of that one, not like that one, liquid. It fills the space, fills the space between the lens and cornea. Lens and cornea. Lens and cornea. Lens and cornea. The vitreous humor is another kind of liquid, transparent. A transparent jelly-like substance. Jelly-like substance. It fills the rear cavity of the lens. That jelly is located after the lens, situated after the lens. It helps to maintain the spherical shape or oval shape of the eye. Helps to maintain the spherical shape of the eye or oval shape of the eye. Okay. Right. Okay then. The parts involve the focusing light. Okay. this kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 part to do that. Start your writing. Cornea. Number 1 is the cornea. Write down it with me. You know about it? It made by the sclerotic layer. The sclerotic layer in front becomes thin and transparent. Transparent here. Right. The iris, it controls the amount of light entering the eye. Amount of light entering the eye. Right. You know about the pupil. It's controlled by the iris. You know about it. The pupil, the black color hole. Right? The hole in the center of the iris. And you know about it, it allows light enter and pass through the lens. Okay. Today, another button. Why now? You know, say. Right. After we have that our eye lens. The lens, it's a kind of it's also transparent. transparent, convex lens. Convex means uttal. The other shape of the concave, it's a kind of like this. And also you know about this, it has the ability, to change its curvature. Its curvature. Its curvature. And also it will focuses the images on retina. අද චූටි වෙලාවක් තව ගමු හරිද මම අනිත් ක්ලාස් එක කියලා තියනම් ලේට් වෙනවා කියලා මේක පොඩ්ඩක් ලියන්න ඕනේ මෙසේජ් එකක් දාමු මෙසේජ් එකක් දාමු right. If you have some problems about in your school in this subject, you can send it to me with a picture of it or voice record. Okay, you can send it to me. ඔය maths අරම මේ වහන්න එපා science ඕන එකක් දන්නවනේ. ඕන ගානක් දැන් pressure වල ගානක් තිබ්බොත් තේරෙන්නේ නැති අහන්න. අවුලන්නේ. ඕන එකක් කියලා දෙනවා. ඒවා කියලා දීලා තියෙනවා කියන්නේ. අනේ ඉතින් අඟිලා මල්ලත් කියන්න ඕනේ මෙහෙම ක්ලාස් එකක් යනවා මේ සෙනසුරාදා තියෙන්නේ 8 ඉඳන් 10 මාර වෙනකම් පේපර් ක්ලාස් එකක් එක්ක යනවා grade 6 8 ඉඳන් 10 මාර වෙනකම් 10 මාර ඉඳන් එක වෙනකම් යනවා 7 වසර grade 7 right එකේ ඉඳන් 3 මාර වෙනකම් පේපර් ක්ලාස් එකක් එක්ක යනවා grade 8 හරි සැටර්ඩේ මයි තියෙන්නේ වෙලා වඩියක් වෙලා යනවා ක්ලාස් එක පටන් ගන්න. ක්ලාස් එක පටන් ගන්න තව පොඩ වෙලා යනවා ඉතින්. Okay. Enough time, right? Enough time. Okay. Ciliary muscle. Ciliary muscle. It's the final part of this. Control the focusing and the light rays. The ciliary muscles can control the lens, right? It can control the lens. It supports to hold the lens and also the hair. It helps to change curvature, the curvature of the lens when necessary. Okay. Okay, final minutes of this session. මේ වීඩියෝ එක පෙන්වෙන්නේ නැහැ. wait. පෙන්ලා තමයි නිදාගන්නේ අම්මෝඩියා. අද එන නිදාසේ නිදා ගන්න පුළුවන්. ස්කූල් එක්සෑම් එක දැන් යනවා නේද? සමහරුන්ගේ මේ දවස්වල යනවා මම හිතන්නේ. මට මතක විදිහට යනවා. කට්ටියම දැම්මනේ. සමහරුන්ගේ නම් ඉවරයි ඇති. හැබැයි අපි සෙකන්ඩ් ටර්ම් එක්සෑම් එකට ඊගාවට රෙඩි වෙන්නේ. මේවා එනවනේ ආයේ. right? මේක අපි කම්ප්ලීට් කරගෙන යන්න. තව ටික දවසකින් අපි පොඩ්ඩක් ස්පීඩ් වෙනවා. right? okay. Helps to change the curvature of the lens when necessary. The ciliary muscle. Okay. Final minutes. The transmission to brain optic nerve. Transmission to brain. It's controlled by the optic nerve. Connects eye and brain. Eye and brain. And also it conveys visual stimuli. From retina, උත්තේජ කියන එක. Stimulating තමයි උත්තේජනය. Stimuli. උත්තේජ. From retina to brain. for images, for image interpretation. Interpretation. Okay, image formation, that the image formation made by this yellow spot of forming. The yellow spot formula. This is the sensitive part. Sensitive part of the retina. This is where the sharp image, sharp images are formed. හොඳම දේවල් පෙන්වන්නේ මෙයා තමයි ලස්සනට. Right. This is a final part. This is the final part of our human eye. The blind spot. Sir, මට එහෙම එකක් නැහැ. විකාර කතා කරන්න එපා blind spot එකක් නැහැ. මට හැමදේම පේනවා. Yes, you can see everything. Because you have two eyes, two eyeballs. Every single eye has the blind spot. Look at this. I'll show you. I'll show you. Now I'm going to let the light rays into your blind spot. Okay? What is the blind spot? The area of retina without light sensitive cells. Write down this. No vision is possible here. Here, even if light is focused. වැඩක් නැහැ. හරියටම ආලෝකයේ focus වෙලා තිබ්බත් වැඩක් නැහැ පේන්නේ නැහැ. I'm going to teach it to you like this. Wait. Okay. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, look at this. You need to draw a dot and a cross like this. Between them, it have some distance like 4 inches, 4 inches, right? After that, okay, take a plain sheet, paper, take a blank sheet and draw it like this. Black color dot and a cross. You need to focus it. You need to situate it like this plain sheet, and you need to close your right eye. Okay. Now you're going to watch this dot and black color dot and the cross only by using the left eye. Okay. Now you can see the both of it, but if you focus your left eye to this cross at of your right side, okay, you're going to observe it by using only left eye. Okay, you're going to observe only this cross. Sir, titat pera. Yes, I know that, but don't focus on it. Just focus on this. To this. Just focus of this cross. Okay. Look at this. If you're going to focus on it, and also you should move slowly this plain sheet towards to you. Right? Slowly you should close it towards to you at one time. You cannot see that dot. Pain. උනාද? උනේ නැද්ද? එහෙනම් අන්ද බිඳුව නෑ. එහෙම තියෙන්න ඕනේ. හරි. උනේ නැද්ද? එහෙම. නෑ සර් මට දෙකම පේනවා. නෑ. You should focus on that cross only to that cross, okay? And slowly move it towards to you, and you cannot see that black color dot. නිකන් පොද වෙලා මැජික් වගේ පේන්නේ නැතුව යනවා. Right? That means the light rays that produced from this black color dot, it will enter to your blind spot. Those light rays enter to your focus onto your blind spot. Okay, so you cannot see. ඉතින් ඒක අපිට සාමාන්‍ය ජීවිතේදී වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද අපිට S දෙකක් තියෙනවානේ. හැබැයි drive කරද්දී මගේ වාහනේ මට හැප්පිලා තියෙනවා. මේ කවුටක් මේ harmful නැහැ. හැබැයි බයික් එකක් මගේ හැප්පිලා තියෙනවා. මේ මං ගාව පිටිලා තියෙනවා. මේ ඔය ප්‍රාඩෝ වගේ ලොකු ජීප් එකක් ඉස්සර කද්ද ඒකට කියන්නේ රෙක්ස්ටර්. ඒකේ පිළ එක මෙතන තියෙනවා අර සයිඩ් මිරර් එකත් එක්ක තියෙන්නේ මේ බොඩි එක සෙට් වෙන තැන. වින්ඩ් ස්ක්‍රීන් එකයි මේ ඩෝ එකයි අතර තියෙන. ඒක ටිකක් මහත වැඩි. ඒ පිළ එතකොට we cannot see through that. I'm going to take a bend. මෙතන පොඩි ට්‍රැෆික් එකක් වගේ තිබ්බා ඒ වංගුවේ ගෙවල් පාර ගාව මේ බයික් එකක් හැප්පුණා. හැප්පුණා කියන්නේ ඒවා දැක්කේ නැහැ. මාර කතාවන්නේ ඔයා කියන්නේ ඔයා දැක්කේ නැහැ කියන්නේ. හරි ඉතින් දැක්කේ නැති අර මගේ බ්ලයින්ඩ් ස්පොට් එකට වැටෙනවා එයාගේ මේ මුළු මෝටර් බයික් එක ලොකු අර පිලා එකත් එක්ක පේන්නේම නැතුව කියන right වැදුනා ඇදිලා බයික් එක මම දැක්ක කොහොම යනවා එච්චරයි මනුස්සයලා මොකුත් තුන්නේ හොඳ වෙලාවට මගේ වෙලාව මගේ වැරද්ද නේ මම ගිහිල්ලා බස් එකෙන් හැප්පුවා හොඳ වෙලාවට දැන් ට්‍රැෆික් එකම ස්ලෝ කරත් එක්ක මේ මනුස්සයාගෙත් වෙලා මගෙත් වෙලා නැත්තම් කාටවත් මේ කියන්නේ අපේ මගේ වාහනේ මම පැදපුවා ඒ වෙලාවෙත් පැදපුවා වාහනේටවත් බයික් එකටවත් නුත් උන්නේ නැහැ කොහමද යාව මෙහෙම පා වෙලා වගේ ඕ ගියා ෂේප් වැඩි මේ මොනාරි වුණා නම් එහෙම ආයි මට ඉන්න වෙනවා පොලිසිය හරිද right look at this මේ හරි නේද මම කියනවා කියලා බලන්න හරි මම බොරු ගන්නවාද කියලා බලන්න look at this is මෙතන අපි නවත්වනවා we are going to end this session human eye okay check one right look at this this is the human eye this is the sclerotary layer this is the cornea and the iris and the pupil this is the muscles this is the optic nerve the yellow color thing optic nerve right optic nerve this cornea is a kind of a transparent layer this one not kind of a white color one if the light rays enters to our eye it behave like this this is our human brain if we see something this process should be happen this is the cornea the transparent layer the light rays should enter to this cornea through that cornea to aqueous humor and through the pupil to the lens the light rays go this is the iris look at this this is the iris can change the size of the pupil look at that the pupil going to be like this and this this is the iris the blue color thing this is the iris okay after that the light rays enter that pupil it should be going to the lens and lens can be focused those light rays through this vitreous humor to retina
Okay. Like that. Okay. After that, the retina has some kind of two cells. One is rod cells, and other one is cone cells. The cone cells simulate the electric pulse, and the cone cells also produce the electric pulse, and the electric pulse go through the optic nerve to the human brain, and we can see the picture and the object. That's what's happened through the eye. Okay, this is the place that we can identify those objects. This place, this is the human brain, and this is the place that the identify place. All the objects identify by that place. Okay, so we can end this session and share those messages to your friends and the little ones. Okay, we can meet again at next week. Until that, be safe. Good night, all.
Thank you, sir.